Going today, guys? Let's make another part real quick. Just make sure. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. So this is looking like some sort of sprockets or something. I can already tell right off the bat there's going to be a bunch of polar arraying happening here. So let's just get our circles in right away. This one should be pretty quick, I bet. So it looks like we got a radius of 2. We got a radius of 3. We got a radius of 5. Radius of 6. A radius of 7. And then finally a radius of 10. So let's get these outer circles put in first. It says there's 12 at a radius of 1.6. So let's just get our 1.6 going. Looks like we can drop this right on the center. Let's select this and do an array. Select polar. You want to select the center. Type in items. It says that there's 12 total. Oops, not 112. 12. Enter. Now we can go through and trim these out in the middle. And I'm sure there's a faster way to do it, but I don't know it. All right, so let's explode this. If you don't explode it, it won't let you trim these out individually. So let's just trim this out real fast. All right, that takes care of that. Now let's get these 5 at the bottom. It says there's 5 at a diameter of 2. So let's get our circle in. Diameter 2. It looks like it goes on the 6. The circle that has a radius of 6 that we did. And so it looks like if we were to continue this around, it would be a total of 12 of these 2 diameter circles with the polar array. So type in array, select your circle, select polar, pick the center, do items, and then do 12. All right, we know we have 5 down here, so first off, let's burst this, or explode, either or. Let's get rid of these, and then it looks like there's 3 of them at the top here to make this shape. So let's leave 3 up there. And then we should just be able to delete the center one out and then trim out this shape here. And that takes care of that. All right, now we just have this last these last lines here. So it looks like we can come from the center and go to, oh, we got to trim, or no, we just need to delete these. All right, now we need to come from the center to the center of this guy. And we need to do, we don't even need to worry about that 30 degrees or the 60 degrees. We already have those in. I mean, we could just check them real quick just to be certain. So let's do that. Let's go to each point here. And let's throw an angular dim on there. And I'm sure we're going to come out right. Yep, we got 60 there. And if we do the same from here to here, throw an angular dim on. Oops. Dim, angular. Select these guys. We got 30. Okay, so we're looking good. Everything's looking right. So the last thing we need to do is just add these little spaces around here. And it looks like we just need to come from the center of this guy to the center here and type in rotate. Select the object. Click the base point and then type in copy. And now let's type in our radius, which is our angle, which is 10. And that gives us that right there. So now we need to take these 2 lines and do a polar array. And do polar. select the center, type in items, 3, and that is how you do that. So let's just trim it out. Oh, remember, it won't let you trim a polar array unless you burst it or explode it. So let's just trim. Trim there. This was a fun one, albeit pretty easy. And it looks like that's all we have there. And I believe, guys, that we have a finished part. So the last thing we like to do, of course, let's extrude it. This one will be really easy to extrude because everything's already kind of there. Hold on. So let's type in join and just join everything together. When you do join, it takes it, before I do anything, if you select these, you can see that they're single lines, a single circle, a single line, just like here. If you type in join, it ties everything together that's touching in a closed fashion like that. So now we can extrude all this. We'll just go, we'll extrude it to 3. Let's do 2.5 minus 2.5. And then let's subtract. So let's just put it to hidden. You can't see what's going on unless it's in hidden. Let's subtract. And we can just grab everything, cut it out. Now let's add some materials to this. Let's make it brass. Let's go to shaded, look from the top. There we go, guys. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, you can spin it, do whatever. Oops, one more time. All right, guys, catch you on the next one.